Welcome to Lesson 2 of the Linux Beginner's Guide, and this is the one where the terminal really starts to feel like home. Over the next few minutes, we're going to cover just 7 commands, the ones you'll use every single day to navigate, create, and move files and directories. By the end, you'll move through any file system with the same ease you click around Finder or File Explorer, except faster and with a lot more precision. So here's the roadmap. 4 practical skills. And honestly, this covers about 80% of the file work you'll ever do on Linux. First, navigation, knowing where you are and moving around. Then creating files and folders. After that, copying, moving, and renaming. And you'll see why the move command pulls double duty there. And finally, deleting safely, because that's the one place where the terminal can bite if you're not careful. Before we touch a single command, let's get the mental model right, because once this clicks, everything else falls into place. Linux organizes everything as a tree. There's one root, written as a single /, and everything branches out from there. System folders like bin and etc., your personal space under /home/ your username, and so on. A few shortcuts will save you a lot of typing. Tilde means your home folder. A single dot means wherever you currently are, and 2 dots means one level up, toward the root. Remember those 3. We'll use them constantly. With that map in your head, let's meet the 3 commands you'll lean on every single day. First, pwd, print working directory, answers the question, where am I right now? Then ls shows you what's in the current folder, and you can dress it up with flags like -L for details, -H for human readable sizes, or -A to reveal hidden files. Finally, cd moves you around. cd followed by a folder name steps in, cd ... steps up, and cd by itself drops you straight home. One bonus worth memorizing. cd- jumps you back to the last directory you were in. Try each of these in your terminal right now. Muscle memory starts today. Now that you can navigate, let's start creating. 2 commands handle almost everything. mkdir makes folders and touch makes empty files. On its own, mkdir builds a single directory, but add the -p flag, and it'll carve out a whole nested path like my project, src, utils in one shot, without complaining if pieces already exist. Touch is just as friendly. Name a file and it appears, or list several separated by spaces and they all spring into existence at once. That's the entire toolkit for starting fresh. Once you've created files, you'll want to move them around. And here's where Linux feels almost too simple. Just 2 commands do 3 jobs. cp copies, leaving the original in place, and add -r when you're copying a whole folder. mv handles the other 2. Relocating a file into a folder, and renaming. Because in Linux, renaming is just moving a file to a new name in the same place. 1 command, 2 purposes. If the destination is a folder, it moves. If not, it renames. Now for the command that deserves real respect, rm. Unlike dragging a file to the trash, there's no recycle bin here. Once you delete something, it's gone. So while you're learning, get into the habit of using rm-i, which asks before each file, and always run ls first to see exactly what's about to disappear. For empty folders, there's rmdir, and for folders with contents, rm-r. But that last example, rm-rf/, that's the command that erases everything. Treat rm like a sharp knife. Incredibly useful, but worth slowing down for. Now let's shift gears with 6 small tricks that quietly make you much faster at the terminal. Try ls-lah for a detailed list with hidden files and readable sizes, cd- to jump back to the previous folder, and plain cd to fly home in a heartbeat. Then there's cp-r to copy a whole folder, mv*folder/ to move everything at once, and tree to see your directory as a visual map. Once these live in your fingers, you'll wonder how you ever worked without them. And here's everything we covered, gathered onto a single page. 12 commands, that's it. Print this out, stick it next to your keyboard, and refer back whenever you forget a flag. From PWD to find your bearings, through CD, mkdir, touch, CP, and MV, all the way to RM with the safety net of -I. These are the building blocks. Every lesson from here on quietly assumes you've got these in your fingers. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the small mistakes that catch almost every beginner. Not because they're careless, but because the terminal trusts you completely. Remember, RM has no recycle bin, so once it's gone, it's gone. Spaces in field names need quotes around them. Copying folders needs -R, and so does removing them. Always run ls or pwd before doing anything destructive. Most disasters start with someone thinking they were in a different folder, and MV will quietly overwrite an existing file without a peep, so use -I or just check first. Now it's your turn. 3 small exercises, and I really do mean it. Open your terminal and type them out, because reading alone won't build muscle memory. First, build a project tree. Make a folder called Dargslan app with src, docs, and tests inside, plus a README. Then practice copying and renaming that README in a single move. And finally, clean up the src folder with rm-ri, confirming each prompt as it asks. Run ls between every step. That's how you learn to trust what you've done. And that's lesson 2 in the bag. You can find your way around, create files and folders, move them, copy them, delete them, and more importantly, you've got the tree model in your head, which is the part most people skip. Next up is lesson 3, reading files. We'll cover cat, less, head, tail, and grep, the tools that let you open any file and find any line, fast. See you there.